We're here with Leilani from Runners Lab. We're just going to touch on the whole ASICS philosophy of mix up your run, what the benefits are of it, and where the shoes fit into the categories. Okay, Leilani, welcome.
Hello.
Okay, so if we look at the wall here, you've got run long, run natural, run fast, and run tough. Okay, so each category, basically the shoes are built for a specific reason, in the sense that some shoes are 10mm heel drops, some are 8mm, 6mm, 4mm, then each terrain offers something different to the athlete. The shoes in itself are shaped differently, obviously for different terrains, and the benefit of mixing up your run or mixing up your shoes in essence is if guys just use run long shoes, run the same shoe repetitively the same time, they use the same muscle groups the whole time and they get overuse injuries. So the whole theory is train different muscle groups, train different ways, strengthen yourself, become a more economical, faster, better runner. Okay, so we'll just touch on the categories quickly on the shoes. So you've got your run long categories here, your neutral and your stability shoes with your Kayano GT2000, GT1000, stability category, your run long neutral shoes, your Nimbus, your Cumulus, your Pulse. Then we can move over to your run fast shoes, for instance, where you'll do your track sessions in, your races, etc. in the shoes. So all these shoes are generically 10mm heel drop, except the Kayano and the Nimbus for ladies are 12mm heel drops. So going into your speed category, the benefit of those shoes are obviously do your time trials, your races, etc., your speed work in it, develop fast twitch muscle better, become more conditioned. So you've got your NOSA, your DS trainer, you get your DS trainer and stability and neutral versions with or without a DO-Max block. These two shoes are in essence the same shoe with slightly different outer sole rubber. That one's got wet grip rubber, this one's got a DO sole. So slightly different, but in essence the midsole and the profile of the shoe is the same. Both are 10mm heel drop shoes. This NOSA, for instance, it's developed specifically for triathlon use, although you can use it for normal road running. It just comes with added benefits where it's got a lighter weight upper, it's made for sockless running, comes with elastic laces, etc. And with a DO-Max block just for stability. Then you go one down, there's 8mm heel drop shoe, your DS Racer, for faster pace stuff.
For what distances would you
recommend?
Look,
I mean, it depends on conditioning of athletes itself. We get some elite runners that do marathons in this type of shoe. Obviously, running a marathon shoe will just not make the shoe last as long, but generically I'd say DS Racer, anything from your 5Ks up to your 21K runners. Then you've got your hyperspeed 6mm heel drop shoe for your more elite guys. Once again, some of the elite guys use it for marathons, etc., extremely lightweight. Then
what's the weight difference between?
That's about 20 grams weight difference between the shoe. This has got a stability block in it itself, but it also depends. Some neutral runners might need a little bit of stability as fatigue sets in. Then you get your run natural shoes. The category in itself lends itself, there's less structure in the shoe to make, basically it's like a gym for your legs and your feet. Yeah, so you've got your 6mm Super J, 33 6mm heel drop shoe, you've got your 33 DFA, your 4mm heel drop shoes. So as you see, there's no heel counter in the shoe, so it's less stable. There's no chastic in the shoe, it's less stable. It's got a fluid access, so the shoe deforms in the right way when you run. Strangely enough, this, because it works your Achilles, your calves, your feet a bit more. Strangely enough, especially the Super J, some of our elite athletes like Jan Frodeno, for instance, use this as his race shoe. Just in the pure sense, it's got a fluid access, the shoe set up in a way that the medial slide is slightly more dense than the lateral side, but a neutral runner can also use it because it's not the same as a stability block.
More to your foot.
Yes, it doesn't push you out, it's just there if you need it. So some of the elite guys actually use this, like the shoe, like the cushioning in the shoe. I mean, there's enough stack height, although it's a 6mm heel drop shoe. Okay, so it's a dual benefit. It's a run natural shoe, plus the guys can use it for speed work.
It activates a bit more muscles.
Yeah, that's the main thing, is to activate more muscles, train different muscle groups. Then if we go back to that side now, so we've done your run long, your run fast, and your run natural categories. So then you've got your run tough category. Obviously, that's running off-road. The shoes are shaped differently, etc., etc. We'll go into more detail a bit later on that, but just touching on it now. Obviously, running in mountains, you need more structure in the shoe, a bit more stable shoe, rugged materials. In that, you get also different classifications in the shoe, from your heavy mountainous terrain, your more multi-terrain type of shoe, your faster paced, flatter shoe, your races, and your price point guys that want just do your generalized call farm runs, not in essence like mountainous running shoes. Most of them are 10mm heel drop, except the Racer is a 6mm heel drop shoe. We'll touch on these shoes a bit more in depth a bit later on. Okay, so that was Mix Up Your Run in essence, touching on that.
If you would recommend in a perfect situation, like twice a week with a run tough shoe and once with a speed, so only on the weekends on your race, or how would you mix up the setup?
Yeah, and Mix Up Your Run, obviously the majority of the guys do their mileage in they run long shoes with it's got more cushioning properties, got better cushioning properties. I'd say your bulk, say you run 5, 6, let's call it 6 times a week. So that will be your 4 times a week, your speed work, depending on if it's a time trial, some speed work, tempo runs, you do your run fast shoes. And I'd suggest also once a week, or at least once every second week, do a trail run. It just mixes it up a bit, makes it a bit more interesting for the guys, not to doing repetitively the same mileage all the time, and a bit more scenic, which also helps.